glad you're here. Kendall and her mom are back for this month's book club, and for the first time ever in Jason Show history, the two hit the road. They got in Eric's unmarked, creepy black van and visited a local bookshop. Eric has stickers on it now, yeah. We love them. It's called Magers and Quinn in Uptown. It's oh, we love that bookstore. Take a look.
This is new and improved book club at Magers and Quinn. This is my neck of the woods when it comes to Minneapolis. I lived in Uptown forever and ever and ever, so I'm excited to be bringing everyone into one of my favorite bookstores to talk about this month's books. Okay, we've got 3. I have 2.
Yes.
You've got 1.
Right.
Start it off, Mom.
And I'm going to go. This book is called The Bookwoman's Daughter. The author is Kim Michelle Richardson. It is a standalone, but it's actually a sequel. I would recommend reading the sequel. It'll just give you a richer experience. We're going to follow Cussie, the original bookwoman's daughter, Honey, love it. They both suffer from a rare blood disorder, which turns their skin blue. And of course, just with anything that's new and unusual, with uneducated population in Kentucky, people are very afraid of them. They suffer from terrible racism, etc. So the opening scene basically is her parents being taken to prison because they married outside their race, white man, blue woman. So she's left on her own at the age of 16 and knows that if she is caught and if social services finds her because she's a blue woman, they will imprison her in children's prison and she'll have to work hard labor until she's 21. Most people do not survive that. And so she flees to the neighboring county, actually finds employment in the same job that her mother had as a pack horse librarian. She goes into the mountains of Kentucky and serves the people that have no way to get to a library. It's a treacherous job, racism, misogyny, but it's also a book about strength and courage, friendship, and sisterhood. And as a little side note, if you want to get a little hot dish, the author, Kim Michelle Richardson, is a very interesting person, so I'd look that up.
And you did her other book, right? Because it sounds kind of familiar.
About a year ago, we reviewed The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I have 2. One is for all the lovers of Valentine's Day, and the other one is for folks who want nothing to do with it. The first is called The Spanish Love Deception. It's by Elena Armas. This is her debut novel. Actually, it was independently published, got really big on TikTok, what they call Book Talk, and then Simon & Schuster picked it up, and now it just won an award, I think from Goodreads, as a debut novel, #1 from 2021. So it is a true blue love story. The main character, Catalina, she's going to her sister's wedding in Spain and doesn't have a date. Well, she told her family she has a boyfriend, so she needs to find herself a date. She's not dating anybody though, so it's a bit of a problem. Enter Aaron Blackford, her coworker, who's tall and handsome and brooding, but also kind of a jerk. She doesn't really like him. They antagonize each other. It's not a good relationship, but she's desperate. You know where this is going. You know where it's gonna end up. It's like watching a good Hallmark movie.
I was just gonna say, it sounds familiar.
But it's written really well. I don't want it to compare it totally, but it is in the sense of like, we know how this is gonna turn out. However, it's a really fun story. I love the character of Catalina, and I had a bit of a crush on Aaron Blackford by the time I was done. A little steamy in parts, which is kind of fun. And I love their family relationship, Catalina's family. So that is my #1. Now, if you feel like being a contrarian this Valentine's season, I have a serial killer book for you.
Wow.
Totally opposite. The Final Girls support group. It's by Grady Hendrix. It's going to be developed actually into, I believe, a movie, possibly a miniseries. This is the rumor. But you know all those slasher movies that were really popular in the 70s and 80s? Got Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Those are my
Elm
days.
Street. All those. So this is an imagining of girls that are kind of the final girl, the survivor. What if they were real and they met in a support group for 20 years? So they meet in the support group monthly, and one day, one of the gals doesn't show up.
No.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, someone is trying to murder these girls. Obviously, they've achieved once with one of the ladies, and so it just follows another one and her journey. It's really fast-paced. It all takes place in like a 3-day period, you know, because people are dying. You'd think it'd be a little gory. It's not. Yes, people die. Yes, it is a serial killer thing, but I thought it was a fun read if, again, you want to just be contrarian. So it
sounds fabulous.
It's fun. It's not gory. We don't like gore. So, but it is really good. All these books, by the way, are available right here at Magers and Quinn if you live locally, and you can find them online on their website as well. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Couple things. First,
Yes.
I think I want to read that last one. You said I
Yes.
might like that one.
You would. Addie, actually, we keep talking about her today. She recommended it to me. But if you like any of those old classic horror films, it's a reimagining of if these people survived, what it would be like if they were all friends. You know, later on. It's really cool. And one of our audience members also read The Spanish Love Deception, and she said she loved it too. So I'm just
Great
saying,
picks.
it's a good book.
And Magers and Quinn.
Yes.
It's a great support local. And if you're watching us from our other cities, support your local bookstores. They really need all of us right now. Go to magersandquinn.com. And by the way, if you missed this, if you came in halfway, don't worry. We'll post a segment on our Jason Show YouTube and Facebook pages. Just search for Jason Show TV. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. I love that story.